What's up, guys? 2D Gamer back again. Same crappy voice, same crappy camera, what can I say? Just gotta go with what I have. And well, this time I'm gonna show my PlayStation 1 collection instead of my PS2 collection. Again, they're in no particular order, and I guess I'll just get started. Oddworld Abe's Exodus. And one thing is, if you see these stickers, that means that I bought the game new back when the PS1 was still around, you know. So that's just something I did with my games. I don't really know why. There's no real particular reason I did it other than just to do it. Tiny Tank. Dracula the Resurrection. Some weird point and click game. I don't know. Darkstalkers 3. G. Darius. Threads of Fate. Frogger 2. Star Wars Masters of Terrace Kazee or Kazai, or as GamePro stated it, total crap. But it's actually not as bad as it's made out to be. It's okay. Dance Dance Revolution Economics. Final Fantasy Origins. Nitrous Oxide. RPG Maker. Overblood. Eternal Eyes. Siphon Filter. Cyber Sled. Vigilante 8, Second Defense. The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. One. Destegra. Twisted Metal 2. Agile Warrior. Beast Wars Transformers. Final Fantasy VII. I actually did buy this one new. The first 5 games or so I had for this system, though, I did not put the sticker on like I did with the rest of them after that. So this is pretty much my reason for buying the system, because I loved Final Fantasy VI. Still my favorite game of all time. 7, overrated, but it's still a good game. Croc. Medieval 2. Castlevania Chronicles. The Grand Stream Saga. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. I love the Oddworld games. Saga Frontier. Grandia. This one's also one of my favorites for the system. I know the Saturn version was better, but it's in Japanese and I don't read Japanese. Wing Commander 4. Got Mark Hamill in that one. Saga Frontier 2. Wipeout. Battle Hunter. WCW Backstage Assault. Bust a Groove. Jade Cocoon. Mech Warrior 2. Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Criticom. Not a very good game there. So, no, actually it's not really even okay. Soul the Samurai. This one's a good one. It's like Kind of like Onimusha, actually. Toomba 2, or Toomb 2 if you're in Europe. Driver. That game, you can mix that with Grand Theft Auto, and the original Grand Theft Auto and Driver, and you got Grand Theft Auto 3. It's actually, I mean, it doesn't give as much credit as it should for, you know, its place in gaming history, even though it is pretty outdated by today's standards. Colony Wars Red Sun, the third one, or Colony Wars 3 Red Sun. Final Fantasy Chronicles. Tenchu. Invasion from Beyond. Reboot. Loved the show, the game. It's okay. Played much better, played much worse. Uprising X. This one's fun. It's a mixture of a action tank game with some strategy game elements in it. Let's see. The Italian Job. Suikoden. Medal of Honor Underground. Parasite Eve. Madden 99. First 3D Madden on the PlayStation 1. Madden 98 was 2D sprites, and Game Day 98 was the first polygonal football game. Made Madden 98 look pretty bad. So that was the big football game feud back in the day, Madden versus Game Day. Now, EA owns the NFL license, so it's nothing versus Madden. Crash Bandicoot. Street Skater. Sayuki, the Journey West, not the Journey West. Resident Evil 2. Actually, I got this game on launch. You know what the launch was? I walked into Walmart, asked them if they had it, they gave it to me, and I walked away. No big launches back in the day. I mean, now it's a little overblown, but, you know, I enjoyed Resident Evil 2. I kind of fell out of the series after that. They kind of overhoard it as far as I'm concerned. Darkstone. I don't get the complaints with this one. I mean, it was a $10 release, and it's actually a decent hack and slash game. I mean, I don't get why everyone either... It's one of those games that people either like or hate. Eats up a ton of memory card blocks, though. 007, Tomorrow Never Dies. Mega Man Legends 2. WWF Attitude. Guardians Crusade. It's like a kid's role-playing game. Shooter Space Shot. Generic shoot 'em up, but it's actually decent. I mean, it's cheap. I mean, I got it for probably less than $5 with shipping. You know, not bad for the price. World Destruction League's Thunder Tanks. Kind of the sequel to Battle Tanks. Not quite as good, but yeah, it's okay. Perfect Weapon. Got this for $2 when I was in Illinois a couple years back. Monster Rancher Battle Card Episode 2. Vagrant Story. Rayman 2. Soul Blade. Actually, this is my favorite 3D fighter on the PS1. I mean, I like Tekken 3, but this one I'd play Soul Blade and Rival Schools over Tekken 3 any day of the week, personally. So then, it's the prequel to the Soul Calibur series. Tons of replay value, you know, with the Weapons Quest, what's it, Edge Master mode, or I forget what they call it in this one, but tons of broken controllers over that one too. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. One of my favorite PS1 games, possibly my favorite. I don't It's hard to tell, there's so many good ones. Final Fantasy Tactics. WWF Warzone. Front Mission 3. Largo Winch. Wipeout 3. Codename Tenka. I think it's known as Life Force Tenka in Europe. R-Types. You get R-Type 1 and 2 in one disc. Tough as hell, but, you know, really good shoot-'em-ups. Monster Rancher 2. Grand Theft Auto 2. Power Move Pro Wrestling. Pretty generic, but made by, I think, the guys who ended up making SmackDown on the PS1. I think Ukes or something like that. Apocalypse. Kingsfield 2. Wipeout XL. Final Fantasy 9. Wild Arms. Rage Racer. Siphon Filter 2. Fear Effect. Tales of Destiny. Command and Conquer, Red Alert Retaliation. Spent $20 on this game and definitely got my money's worth over the years. Fighter Maker. Alundra. Rival Schools. This is another $20 buy that I had, and I got so much play out of this one too. Gekaido, Urban Fighters. Klonoa. Let's see. Cardia. The Word of Fate? Yeah. Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit. Another copy of Final Fantasy 9. I was going to say, I thought I had the original copy, the black label. NASCAR Rumble. I love this game too, probably my favorite racing game on the PS1. Think Mario Kart plus NASCAR. Breath of Fire 3. Final Fantasy Anthology. Resident Evil 3. Suikoden 2. I bought this game for $30 back in the year 2000, and I'm glad I got it because I would not pay the asking price for it today. Not that it's not a good game, it's just $150 to $200 or however much they want to charge for it. I mean, it fluctuates, but got it complete. The disc is in almost, you know, actually it is in perfect condition. But yeah, I mean, glad I got this one. Even though there's a couple of PS1 RPGs I missed that I'll probably never get, but, you know, it's just how it goes. Brave Fencer Musashi. Grudge Warriors. Gekio, Shooting King. It's a good little shoot 'em up. Came out at a budget price near the end of the PS1's life. Madden 98. This one is Breath of Fire 4. And like with my PS2 collection, some of these aren't in perfect condition, but I'm more where I'd like to have the game as opposed to a perfect, complete package. You can buy the books and stuff later. Game's most important. To me, at least. Twisted Metal. Mega Man X4. Final Fantasy VIII. Mega Man Legends. Rayman. Pac-Man World. Shooter Starfighter Sanveen. Forsaken. Battle Arena Toshinden. The Unholy War. WWF In Your House. Not the best WWF game ever made. Arguably the worst. Legend of Dragoon. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. Feet are falling asleep. Hold on. Oh. Ouch. Gran Turismo. That's one that we took a chance on before we even saw the reviews on that one. It was at, I think it was at Kmart that I bought it. And I didn't hear whether the reviews were good or not, you know. I mean, we had magazines back in the day, you know, it wasn't internet instantaneously, no, but glad I took a chance on that one. I mean, that game, awesome. You know, changed a lot of how they do racing games, I guess. Kind of stuttering, sorry. Akuji the Heartless. Destruction Derby 2. Monster Seed. MLB 2002. Not sure where I got that one. Gex 3. Road Rash. Trap Gunner. Tekken 3. And I do like Tekken 3, I just, as far as PS1 3D fighters go, I have a couple that I prefer better. Armored Core, Project Phantasma. Yeah. Sorry, just known these games for years, just pronouncing some of them, it's like, really? I don't know. Hot Shots Golf. Legend of Mana. WCW vs. the World. This one was made by the guys who ended up making the WCW games on the N64, and you can see a lot of the basic gameplay elements in this one that you see in those, just not quite done as well, but still probably the best WCW game on the PS1. If you're nostalgic for WCW, then this is a good one to play on the PS1, or just go get revenge on the N64. Big Game Hunter Ultimate Challenge. NFL Blitz. Warhawk. Tomb Raider 2. This is also another one I got new for Christmas '97. It just was before we started, or before I started putting the stickers on the front. Vandal Hearts. .007, The World Is Not Enough. Not as good as the N64 version, but it's still actually a decent game in its own right. Cool Borders 3. Dune 2000. MDK. Siphon Filter 3. Jet Moto. I don't think I have the game case in this. It's probably in the next box, but I have Lunar 2. This one comes complete. It's actually, I mean, there's collector's editions have been done and redone and overdone in recent years, but this one was, you know, one of the earlier ones to do it. You know, you got, box is falling apart, but, you know, you got strategy guide here, half the strategy guide, some little, I don't know if it's a board game or what it is, but you got a map and you got these little cards with these people. Athena! Yeah. Come on. Oh. And you even got the soundtrack in there. Hold on. Fix this stupid thing. But yeah, I mean, good value, and I don't know how much it costs to get the whole thing complete nowadays, but probably less than, I think this was 60 or 70 bucks when it came out, but it was worth it. I could fix the box sometime. Let's see. It's all for box 1. Rogue Trip, Duke Nukem Total Meltdown, Tomb Raider, Men in Black the series Crashdown, Covert Ops Nuclear Dawn, Dino Crisis, Warcraft 2, King of Fighters 99, Loaded, Jet Moto 2, Metal Gear Solid, apparently I have Supercross, don't even know. Descent Maximum, Jumping Flash 2, Cool Borders 2, another copy of Resident Evil 3, another copy of Descent Maximum, but that one actually has link cable play, so that's why I have 2 copies of it. I also have a link cable. But I didn't get a PS1 mouse, and those things are expensive. Machine Hunter. Clock Tower. Marines. PS1 actually moves faster than the 64 version, and you can actually configure it to really well control like Marines, but 2-player co-op mode sometimes friendly box still unplayable, but it's okay, you know. It's not as bad as some games. Of course, I say that a lot. Crash Team Racing. Doom. I got this one for free from a friend in Illinois. He worked at a local library, and people would donate stuff for a rummage sale for the library, so he let me take a few games for free. Yes, I stole from a library. Who cares? They didn't know what they had anyway. NASCAR 98 Collector's Edition. Oh. Inuyasha, Feudal Fairy Tale. Haven't really seen the anime. I'm not hugely into anime, but it's actually a decent little game. NHL Breakaway 98. I don't know where I got that one. Pitfall 3D. This one's good. It just, if you're used to modern analog control, it doesn't have it. And it's got Bruce Campbell doing the voice. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Love this game. Board game, Top Shop. Addictive little game. I have a video of it up if you want to look at it. It's good if you got friends or kids to play with. Ape Escape. Final Doom. Crusader No Remorse. Bushido Blade. Another copy of Cool Borders 3. All-Star Slam and D-Ball. Gran Turismo 2. Legend of Legaia. Steel Harbinger. Bushido Blade 2. Medieval 2. Complete copy. Roll Cage, Stage 2. Wild Arms 2. Guess I'm on sequels right now. Chrono Cross. Tenchu 2. Silent Hill. Bloody Roar. WrestleMania the arcade game. Armored Core. Oh, there's the game to Lunar 2. Or Lunar 2, I should say. K1 Grand Prix. Azure Dreams, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, or yeah, that's that one. Tiger Shark. Cool Borders 4. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Road Rash 3D. Unfortunately, they haven't really made a haven't made a good modern Road Rash game. I loved Road Rash 3 on the Sega Genesis. I rented that game so many times. But the modern ones, you know, well, modern-ish, I guess, by now. I think they really need to redo Road Rash and give us a good one. Something that captures the feel of the original series. Anyway. Duke Nukem, Time to Kill. Duke Raider. Shake it, baby. C12 Final Resistance. Yes, that was my very bad Duke impression. Bomberman. Party Edition. Einhander. Driver 2. Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman. I was gonna squeal and scream like the song goes, but you really don't want to hear that. Samurai Gunman! Omega Boost. Sled Storm. Dynasty Warriors. Simple 2-player fighting game. Need for Speed High Stakes. Ace Combat 2. Still don't have the third Ace Combat game. That's one I need to pick up. WCW Nitro. Really only good for nostalgic people who want to watch the videos and remember the WCW guys. And in here I also have WCW Thunder. Didn't have a case for it. Gameplay wise, not particularly spectacular in any way, shape, or form. But, like I said, this full motion video sequences, though, might bring you back to the WCW for those people who were WCW fans back in the day. Jammer Lammy. I still do not have the first Parappa the Rappa. That's one I need to get my hands on pretty soon, or one of these days, I guess. WWF SmackDown. Tail Concerto. Jumping Flash. NASCAR 98. This one I actually got new. The other version I have in there, I don't know where I got that. Probably in a game lot and somehow got in my games. X-Men Mutant Academy 2. Medal of Honor. This one I did buy new. I lent it to a friend. One of his friends came over, took the game, and I never got the case back. I got the game back, but he never gave me the case back. Jerk. Well, I bought it new Greatest Hits. Guys, or, yeah. It's about how I can pronounce it. Soul Divide. Mortal Kombat 4. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Moto Racer. Tetris Plus. Fighting Force. I got this one new Christmas '97 as well. That, Tomb Raider 2, and I think those are the two big games I got. I loved Streets of Rage, so I wanted a 3D beat 'em up that was, comparable. This one's not comparable, really. It's not bad either. Bloody Roar 2. Another copy of Tony Hawk 2. Shadow Madness. Alien Trilogy. Ridge Racer 4. I only got the first disc. I don't have the other disc that came with it. But it was $2, so that's why I picked it up. I'll get a complete copy one of these days. Mega Man 8. Another copy of Siphon Filter 2. Beyond the Beyond. bowling. Well, there's generic named games and generic games that came out. Budget game at the end of the PS1's life. Master of Monsters. You can turn off certain things to make this game move faster, but otherwise, I mean, it's pretty slow. A lot of people didn't like it. Kalik, the DNA Imperative. You'd kind of call it a first-person shooter. I don't know, it was an early PS1 game. Colony Wars Vengeance. I don't have the original Colony Wars game yet. Should probably pick that up sometime. Resident Evil. Actually, this is Resident Evil Director's Cut. I bought Resident Evil and they put the Director's Cut disc in there and I never went back to change it out. So I have the case, not the original big case that it first came in, but a case for the original Resident Evil, but Director's Cut is in there. Test Drive 6. Judge Dredd. I think I got this for free. I think I overpaid. The first Lunar. I don't have the whole collector's edition for this one, but I mean, I'm just glad to at least have the game. The game. Sound like I'm Southern or something. Got the game there. No offense to Southern people. Crash Bandicoot 2. Another copy of Tomb Raider 2. This one I got for free from a friend. It's got demos of some games on there. Another copy of Dino Crisis. Wait, was that other copy the Dreamcast version? That might have been. I have it on the Dreamcast and the PS1. Oops. Sorry about that. Astral Trooper Van Ark. Actually, it's Van Ark, but I don't know where the Astral Trooper part comes from in most of the things. But it's about the closest thing you're going to get to Star Fox on the PS1. That and Omega Boost. Not much for rail shooting, at least in America. Shadow Tower, part of the Kingsfield series. I think it's... Is that the third Kingsfield game? I don't know. Some people would know more. Tecmo's Deception. It's another first-person RPG, but you're the bad guy. You lay traps for good guys, and it eats up 9 blocks off your memory card, so... Better have more than one memory card. Delta Force, or Urban Warfare. Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. Dave Mirra, Freestyle BMX. I actually played this game more than I did Tony Hawk. This, for me, was my Tony Hawk, you know. Everyone else loved Tony Hawk. I played the living hell out of this one. Tomb Raider 3. Tomb Raider 3. PO'd. It's in a social distortion case for some reason. NFL Blitz 2001. Quake 2. I like the PS1 version better than the N64 version. Had some people try to argue with me over that. I mean, I like the N64 version because it's its own game, but PS1 version just, for me personally. But you're just a fanboy. Whatever. At least I own both versions. Disruptor. Alien Resurrection. Devil Dice. Or Virtual Cocaine, whichever one you want to call it. In the Hunt. It's a submarine shoot 'em up game. Unique little game, actually. It's actually pretty cool. Star Wars Dark Forces. If you're sensitive to early 3D games and early 3D blurriness, do not play that one. Critical Depth. Jackie Chan Stunt Master. Ninja Shadow of Darkness. Wild 9. Crash Bandicoot Warped. I think these are all the discs for Fear Effect too. I bought it used, but I paid $5 for the whole game. So I'll deal with multiple discs being all, you know, in different cases. Rock'em Sock'em Robots Arena. And you know what? I know I have more PS1 games. I can't find. I didn't see all my jam packs and stuff in there. I'll have to look and see what else I have, because I know they're around here somewhere. Because if there's more, I know there is, and I'll edit it in later. And then I have all my PlayStation Underground discs, which is really cool. It's a CD magazine, and for kids who don't know, back in the 90s, we didn't have a bunch of high-speed internet connections that can stream YouTube videos in a matter of seconds. I mean, took like half an hour to download a 3 megabyte video, and that's if you were fast. But this, you know, they had all the videos and stuff of games, you know, that you'd only seen pictures of in magazines. You had demos where you could play, you had codes, you can download memory card saves, and these things are actually pretty cool. Nice collectible items right there. So that's Underground 2.2. This one was half PS1, half PS2 demos. Which one is this? That's 4.4. One is 4.3, PlayStation Underground. I believe this is PS2, yep. PlayStation Underground 3.2. And that's what Sony did really good at that time, was their demo discs. You know, they had awesome features, awesome. I mean, I still show a bunch of them. I've been showing these on, you know, over YouTube. Let's see, which one is this? This is 3.3. See all the demos and some of the extra stuff. Get back over there. Ah, you're broken, that's why. Hold on. Alright, that'll work. 3.4. This one is 4.1. Legend of Dragoon, and a bunch of other stuff showcased. 2.4. Just fun little collector's items if you can find them. 2.3. Spyro. I feel like I am missing some games here, so I'll have to double check. This one is which one are you? Whatever. That's what you are. Oh, 4.2. Let's see. And I have one import game. My friend bought this after playing the demo off the jam pack. It's the cooking game. I forget what the Japanese pronunciation is, but it means I'm the chef. The only problem is we were using the disc swap technique to try and play this, and this game doesn't work with the disc swap technique, so need something different, mod chip or a Japanese PlayStation 1. Let's see. Oh yeah. my long box games, Descent. They used to release PS1 games in. Kind of a waste of space. And, put a paper towel there so it didn't fall out. And Ridge Racer. And I swear I don't know where my jam packs and all those went. So I'm gonna have to look for those. But as of right now, this is my PS1 collection. Let me stand up, assuming my foot, which is asleep, will let me. Not as big as my PS2 collection, but it's probably overall worth more because of all the RPGs in it. But yeah, and I'll double check for the other stuff later. But yeah, in case I don't find them, that's pretty much it. So see you guys later, and if I find the other ones, I'll add them at the end of this video.